I have a few musical guests in the studio for the weekend. First of all, a man who rose to fame with the Angels and now is known for his nauseating Facebook posts, James Morley. Hello.
I'm not even going to respond to that. You get stuffed.
And likewise, I think it's fair to say radio whores, or probably actually the Murphy brothers, probably more Chris. Courtney still has some cred, don't you?
Yeah.
Because did I hear you earlier making...
Did you hear me on radio?
I heard the last second of something that you... Yeah, I was trying to work out what was your being.
I don't even know who I was trying to be.
Maybe?
It was selling kitchens?
Hollywood Kitchens, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Like I'm in the middle of the Goon Show.
We'll work this out. Oh, believe me, it gets better. Anyway, so look, lovely to have you back in. And now, Stuart.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
You I can't insult because I don't actually...
Well, we can, though.
Most people don't have a problem with that.
Lovely to have you aboard.
Early days.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to see a band gathered in front of me here who will be soon supporting John English in May, is that right?
That's correct.
How did this collection come together?
Oh, Stuart, you'd be best talking about that one. There's been a couple
Collection
of
of
these.
people? Or,
It
we can
is.
blame James for the Perth connection. James is an
Of course.
boy and knows the Murphy brothers quite well. And
He had photos, so that's all.
yeah, and there have been some idle threats. We're not going to talk about that.
I know them very well.
Idle threats, I like that.
Hey?
Did well
Nicely
there.
done there.
Nice, yeah.
So a cracking show kicking off then. So this the first one is going to be here at
Well, the 12th of May
Yes.
is the Mandurah Performing Arts Centre.
Mandurah.
Aha.
You can tell he's not
I
from
think the
America,
one guy
can't
that's
you?
not from WA.
The other side.
You mean Mantra, mate?
yeah, I think
And the 13th of May is the Astor Theatre.
nicely
Thank you.
done.
And
Yes.
the 14th of May is the Bunbury Regional Entertainment Centre. It's actually called the Oz Rock Show.
Okay, right.
Well, the Rock Show Oz Edition,
Right.
starring John English.
But it also features. I noticed Wilbur
And
Wilde
Wilbur Wilde.
will be part of
Yes,
it too.
and yes,
James
we're going to
Morley.
Bunbury.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're from north of the river, obviously.
That is.
Why do I feel like I'm back on telethon? It's been so many years, but all of a sudden, all the joy of it's back here again. So, so what's the kind of what sort of things can we expect out of this show? I mean, I imagine that there would be some numbers of Johns that are going to be popping up. Is he going to be doing other things
For
as
sure.
well? Like,
It's look, it all up. It's a 12-piece band, and everybody gets a little bit of sunlight on the stage. You know, so I mean, Chris plays lots of instruments, a bit like John Lennon, really. And we're
Nowhere near as well.
Nowhere
Thank
near
you
as
for
well.
the comparison there, James.
It's a fantastic guitar.
So we've got
Fantastic
whole
guitars, correct.
whole heap of singers and guitarists and stuff, and we all swap around on the stage. And it's basically an ode to all the wonderful songs that Australia's been churning out since the 50s, right up until the late 80s, early
Yeah,
90s.
50s, 60s.
That's a broad-
70s,
Yeah, a bit of
80s.
JOK, bit of Thorpe, all that
nice.
stuff.
Yeah,
And we-
cool.
Little River Band, In Excess.
Yes.
And there's some
Skyhawks.
script. There's some stories sort of,
ABCD.
So hang on,
entwined
is this-
throughout the music. And
This is musical theatre.
yeah, it is. Yeah,
That's
that's
what-
why we're doing the theatres like Mandurah
Ah, I see.
on the 12th of May.
I think you just pronounced May wrong.
Oh, really?
It's May.
May.
Yeah, no, it's two syllables over this side of the country.
May.
So, actually,
May.
just for future reference, how do you say Mandurah?
Mandra.
Oh, Mandurah.
Mandurah. There we go.
Yeah, Bunbury.
Mandurah.
Yeah, just Bunbury.
I think,
Bunbury.
I think
Bunners.
I think
Bunners.
I actually think you got that
Bun
right.
buns.
You're not going to Joondalup at some stage either. Well, now that I've given you the right way, at least you'll know what that is.
Joondalup.
Joondalup.
Okay, I'll look out for that.
Yeah.
Juan de Loop.
Hoondalup. Hoondalup. Hey, you
So
know-
John does do a lot in the show. We do a few of his songs, but it's not really John's sort of. It's not about his music.
Okay.
Ironically, he actually
But-
is a big part of the Australian music industry.
Well, that's the thing. He's been there from
yeah.
pretty much all of those decades.
and a
hasn't
lot
he?
of the stories are John's and from first hand.
So, hang on. Is there any juicy material that's going to surface about John that we've not previously heard?
You have
Hey?
to come. You have to come and see the show.
That's
At Mandurah.
almost guaranteed. Only at the Mandurah show is when that happens. Wow. So this is, I mean, and this is, like you say, he has been a pretty important part of it over the years. Like,
He has,
you know,
yeah.
he's done, obviously, he's one of those few that's actually, he's a double threat, really. I mean, actor, musician as well. Like, stop looking at me like,
I say him dance.
that's not a slap at you, Chris.
No, I'm keen to hear what you say, but he is the all-round package, but he always has been. So,
Yeah.
you know, you've got to take your hat off to the players in the industry that have gone through the ages and survived them all and are still out selling packed houses shows now, you know.
Makes it hard for this generation, though, doesn't it? I mean, let's be honest, that's what it is. All of us come along in radio in the later years. You guys are the music scene. Really, you hate them.
to be honest, and I think Chris can back me up here, like, through our careers, all we've wanted to do was work with those guys.
Yeah.
Because they are the living legends, you know what I mean? And I remember straight after Idol, I got the option to, go on tour with Greece and work with John Farnham. And I could have done Dancing with the Stars or blah, blah, blah. I went, no, I'm working with Farnham.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. And then we got to work with, both me and Chris got to work with Glenn Shorrock, and we've supported Leo Sayer and Jimmy Barnes and all these guys. You just go, any chance we can get to work with the guys that have been through it.
And you would.
We're in there.
I completely understand that.
So John English is ticked off the bucket list.
Very nice.
We hope.
It's not the
Unknown fact, he's actually a really good cook, and he does the catering for the entire tour.
What?
as well.
So now he's a triple threat. That's what you're saying.
But he is vegan, so it's not as wonderful as you think.
We normally go
Suddenly
somewhere else
it's,
for
you know,
lunch.
Amazing.
soybean patties, and thanks, John, that's great.
Only so much.
Give
you
us
can
a
do.
song.
There was some
That's what we can sing.
contracts.
Well, look, I'm amazed to see the kind of lineup that has been managed to pull together for this. And like, you throw all of those names out there, and are they some of the? I mean, these are some of the stalwarts of the Australian music scene. Is this some of the material that we're all
Absolutely,
could be
it's
folding
just
through?
it's kind of the best of the best.
Yeah.
So Rock Show Oz Edition is just pick anyone that you love. There'll be a tune in there. Mostly, you couldn't include everything, but
no Uncanny X-Men.
well, like I said, the best of the best. So no Uncanny X-Men.
Sorry, Brian, I'm not here.
Chris Murphy.
And anybody playing Molly, or is that kind of a bit done?
I think that was done last week. wasn't it?
Do yourself a favour, just come and see the show.
There we go.
All right.
So we'll get you a hat as part of the props. Well, looking forward to the beginning of things, and then it goes around the rest of the country, so everyone else gets a chance to check it out.
Absolutely.
So, but we will be farming this interview out to all the other radio stations around the nation, because I know that they won't get better than this.
It's the quintessential interview.
It is right there.
By Darren DeMello.
12th of May, Mandurah Performing Arts Centre, Astor Theatre, 13th of May, and Bunbury Regional Entertainment Centre, May 14. Bunbury, that's right.
Bunners.
And I believe we're going to do a sing-along to take us out.
Yeah, you start us off, James.
I forgot the words.
I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. I should be so lucky in love.
Ladies and gentlemen.